And the warmest of welcomes to you on a beautiful summer's day here in Costadell, Ray Green in Lancashire, where I, of course, is Phil Murphy, and that is Johnny Boy producer there. And of course, we have a Nauticus 27 foot, which will soon be called Destiny one day. So, without further ado, episode 53 will begin by doing this, which is going at the front end of the boat. The clue's in the point. And why is that going up there? Well, I'll tell you why. Because, as you know, we're dealing with the interior of the boat, and they bolt in 1, 2, 3, 4 places, and we need to get that bolted up there. But I need to do a bit of painting around the holes up there, and then that can be put into position. It's got to be cleaned first, of course. Once that's bolted into position, then we can put a fiberglass cap underneath, because that's what it was like before. So I think I should do that again. And then we can then start making the interior roof section where the bed section is at the front of the boat. And then we can then say goodbye to the front end of the boat and continue with the rest. And as you can see up there, I've already started a bit. There, I started sealing up around each of the areas where the ply meets the edges of the fiberglass, because I want them nicely sandwiched together. So when I do order the correct gasket to go on the window frames, we can get a nice, tight, sealed fit. So there you go. So, without further ado, let's get on with this episode, shall we? Of course. Let's go. Right, I think the first line of attack with this, John, is I sand off the pads of these plates. There's 4 obviously in total. And then I think I will clean this with some 00 wire wool, and then maybe some paste if I get if it warrants it, and get that all cleaned up, and then we can then move on to dealing with the boat. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll see what these pads look like after they've been cleaned. They've obviously used some sort of marine silicone or something to make a watertight area of it. So I think that's probably what we'll do with this, because they're not completely flat by the look of it. That soon came off. Right, so as you can you see those?
You made short work of that.
Yeah, there was nothing. Well, this whole thing's been up there 10 years, never been touched, so it's as brittle as anything. So yeah, I'm happy with that, and that's good. That gives us a really good head start with getting that nice and bonded and bolted to the boat. So I'll just give these ones a go over. Right.
Well, that made short work of it.
Yes. So, gosh, I wish I would have put a belt on these bloody jeans. Right. So that leaves me to just do quite a bit of cleaning up. So you, of course, don't need to see that, but you will see the finished article. That's for sure. How long it'll be? Won't be long. See you shortly. Where's your clapperboard? Rubbish. Right. So, it's taken a few days to take this from a shabby looking piece of stainless steel to rather a nice one now. Yes, we've got some 50-year-old battle scars, but I've sanded down as far as I think I need to go. And as you can see, most of the heavy battle scars, they had lots of dirt and grime bedded in them. So when I started to sand them down and then use different grades of wet and dry, obviously I've been able to get most of the dirt out of the scratches, and I've just polished over, want of a better word, some of the deep ones. And now really, as you can tell, well, hopefully you can tell, you won't be able to see them when they're on the boat because they're on the outside, and most people hopefully will be on this area of their boat and not dangling over the edge. So there we go. So that's that. It's as clean as I can get it at this stage. So we're going to do a dry fit to start with because I want to mark out the holes. I want to mark out with masking tape these areas here, so then I don't get the adhesive that I'm going to use as an adhesive and a gasket to stick it and bolt it to the boat, and it doesn't splodge out all over the place, so when I come to paint the boat it doesn't look ugly. So I'm going to dry fit this first and then mask it off and then take it off again, and then we'll move on to the next step. So I'm going to get a board and just put this on there and throw some bolts through it, and let's see what it looks like. Right, well, at first sight it's starting to look like a front end of a boat, isn't it? It's looking good. So I'm just going to now, as I said, these are in the right position, so I'm just going to make a pencil line around the brackets. Around each one. Because the idea is that maybe I'll go about 2 or 3 mil sort of away from the bracket to allow to sort of neatly make good the everything that comes out of it, because it's going to get squashed down, so it's going to bleed out, and if we make a nice cut it'll look nice and neat. It'll look like a black gasket actually, which is, I suppose, is what we're actually wanting. So I'll just make a pencil line round these here, and this one. Right. Okay, so I'm happy with that. It's actually on tension, which is helping us. It springs out, so we've had to pull it into position, which is great, because we know once it's bolted down, then the bolts are perfectly, they are the right depth. Once they're bolted into place, that's going nowhere, so that's it.
Where's it going?
It's going nowhere, as far as I'm concerned.
Nowhere.
Yeah. Right, so we'll dismantle this, we'll mask it up, and we'll see you when we're ready to start putting some 219 down, I think, which I'll show you very shortly.
Gunk.
Gunk, yes. See you in a minute. Right, as you can see, there's the line there. I'll just join that up. So I'm just leaving a gap, and I'm going to leave that gap, as I say, be self-explanatory, once we start using the product. So when it bleeds out, it can bleed out as much as it wants, but only to that distance there. And then when we've got it virtually to a point where we've got it right, then we can let it go off, and then I can use a blade and we can make a nice neat cut and then move the masking tape out of the way. We end up with a nice neat surface, because I think this product that I'm using, I don't know until I read the small print, I think is paintable anyway, but we don't want to make too much of a mess. Oh, and the reason also is, you notice that the boat is not painted the same colour as the top section. I took the decision of not painting this area because I don't think it's going to affect the adhesion around here, and we're still continually walking on this area, and as we've noticed with you know, these sides and whatnot, it is getting marked. So you can imagine if we're walking on it, it's going to get more marked, and you know, it's not even on the water yet, so I'm sure we can paint around. So you can get the picture of what I'm trying to do. So I'll just show my bottom this way, and I'll mask off, but you don't need to see that, do you? We're running.
Yep.
Right, well, with new electric gun in hand, because we remember from the last time we did the strike rails along the side of the boat, my arms nearly ended up like Popeye. So electric gun in hand makes the job a lot easier. So I've never used one of these before, and as you can see, the tip is clear, so let's see what it's going to look like. So my idea is as follows. You'll be able to understand what I'm trying to do.
Wow.
Wow, comes out really smooth, that. I'll do it with this one. There we go. Now you can see why I've put the masking tape there, because that's going to squidge everywhere, is that?
Right, so I'll just rest it to there now. I've got it. I've got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to position it. So if I put those in, I don't know whether it'll help them being in or not. Yes, hold on.
We're going to do that. Let's end one first. Okay, is that it?
Okay.
Right. Where are we going first?
Anywhere you want. You can go there first if you want.
That one?
Or that one. It's up to you.
Okay.
You might have to tighten this one. I can't get my...
It's bitten.
Okay.
Okay. One behind it.
Hold on. Which one?
One behind it.
Okay. Yeah.
Nearest to me. You ready?
No. Okay.
It's not biting, Phil.
It's not biting. It's because it's so close to the wood I can't get down. Right, okay. I'm going to have to get... I'm going to have to get a spanner.
Have you got it?
Yeah.
It's not biting.
See? It is going through.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, that comes into place. That's the one we want to put on first.
Yeah, I just wanted. I didn't know whether it was in the wrong. It had twisted and it wouldn't go
So
in.
if we get that in, and then I'm going. If you remember, last time I had to pull that out.
Right.
But that's going to.
I wonder if we should do that
And
one
maybe
first.
do that one first, and then I'm
And
going to
push
have
that
to.
one across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me where.
That's it.
So do you want to just lift those out?
Yeah. Okay, leave them as they are.
Right.
Got it off it.
I got it.
Okay, we've got one in. Push it this way. Two in. Right. Let's go back with this.
Hang on. Just hang on, Phil. Hold it there. I just need to move these ladders, otherwise I've got no leverage on it.
That ladder's too close to this.
Pardon?
Unless you can bring it across. That's it. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right. I'm hanging on this. Just get one bolt in, I think.
Yeah.
Quick as you can.
Which ones are you going to deal with?
Just do that one.
That one.
The front one on the back.
No. It looks pretty
Ship shape.
ship, yeah. Right, well, we finally got this in place. Yes, it looks a bit messy at the moment, but do you know what? When that's dry and it's all cut away, I think it's going to look fine. And once it's all painted, of course, it's going to look even better still. So, this gun was a success. We're going to use this 221 sticker flex to do the rubbing straights. So I need to find some genius way of making this tube last till such time as we need it. So I have been told that you can actually put it in the fridge, providing you seal it all up and whatnot and keep it cool. So that's what I will attempt to do with this. Gordon, thank you very much for sending me your pictures of your boat and also that email I've just received. Everything goes to John first, and then when I see him, he then pings it over to me. So I see what you mean with regards to the couplings. Your couplings are virtually exactly the same as mine. The only difference is that you've got what seems to be drive shaft and a a connector that actually comes from the engine itself, which is what I've not got. But the Hillman Imp scenario, as my dad said, seems to be something that I will look into. I've managed to find somebody in Fleetwood, which is not far from me, that is a marine engineer, and he might have some ideas once I am able to get in touch with him. So thanks for you sending those pictures in. Anybody else that's got some pictures, please send them in.
Where to?
You'll tell me.
Nauticus 27 foot at mail.com.
Is it Gmail?
No.
It's just mail.
Just mail.com.
Mail.com. Well, there you go. That's where you can send them to. So I think that's about it, really. We can wrap this episode up because, well, all I've got to do is glue some of this oak panel into the rest of these windows, which of course you've seen on the other little episodes that I've done. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Bye for now.
Here we go, another Nauticus 27 foot, purchased in Kings Lynn and relocated to her new home in the Black Country by subscriber Gordon. As is tradition, and in an attempt not to upset the god of the seas, Neptune, she was lifted out of the water before Gordon renamed her Wren, referring to her diminutive stature and how noisy she is, which is a little bit concerning to me. Moving on, this is Gordon's second boat, the first being a self-fit narrowboat. I'm sure previous experience will move on your project a little bit quicker than ours has done, Gordon. Hopefully our wakes will cross before long in the waterways of Britain.